Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on a team from the Big 10, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Buffaloes will kick it away to start us off. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Wasting no time taking a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
They'll go back to the air on second down. This time on target.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play.
Man, they needed that one, and that took every bit of concentration by the wide receiver there. That was awesome. Big third down, you got to make the catch, but you got to make sure you stay in bounds. And he did a really good job of securing that and keeping the chains moving.
The Bruins will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. You can become a star making efficient plays and getting first down, sort of like a Mark Harmon kind of way to play quarterback for the Bruins.
And then you become a big star. And in Hollywood, what a talent to do it. Obviously, create some excitement, create some momentum, go to a Rose Bowl, just do big things at UCLA.
So now it's second and long. Back to pass. This one's complete. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And the Bruins want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw again. Right down the middle. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a third down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced a big interception.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
UCLA.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Looking downfield, it's Salter. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. The sure hands, it's Williams. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on 3rd down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
On the ground, it's Welch. Pick up for 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
On the move. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a 4th quarter game.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Colorado.
Would have been a long field goal, 54 yards from here, so instead they'll try to move the chains. It's 4th and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Gain of 22. That's a 1st down for the offense. That's the end of the 1st quarter. And after 1, we're
First play of the period, 1st down here. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
On the run, it's Welch. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
The Buffaloes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this 1st drive.
5 wide receivers on 2nd and goal. That's room for the quarterback to run and a lot of receivers for the defense to... And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffs!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.